So this is a Swift Celeste 480 SE, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got the jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll take you through this in person here on site. Also on the A-frame you've got your ATC light, and again we'll demonstrate this when you're here. We'll show you it's operational when we connect to the car. Front locker, you've actually got a gas changeover valve, so if you wanted to you could have two gas pipes connected at the same time, running to two bottles. To change over the gas supply, you simply grab hold of the valve here and put the arrow section towards the bottle on the right hand side if you want to run from that bottle, and to the left hand side should you wish to run from the bottle on the left hand side. You can carry a maximum of two 6 kilogram propane gas bottles on board the van at any time. On the side of the van you've got your all heating and hot water flow. Essentially leave this open. It's essentially there the same as what you've got on the side of your house. You don't need to do anything with it at all, but you'd never cover it up while it is in operation. Down the bottom you've got your wind down leg on this side of the van, and it is just there for stabilising the Caravan, the same as the legs on the rear. You'd never lift the Caravan with these, it could potentially damage the floor of the Caravan. You've then got your water pump connection, very simple to use. You've got a blue trigger at the back. You pull the pump out from the side of the Caravan to release it and push it in. The blue clip at the bottom actually locks into place to hold the pump in tight. You've then got your actual pickup pipe that drops down inside the Archway itself, and we'll explain how to fill the Caravan once we go inside. As you can see, we've temporarily hooked up a battery, so we can show you everything operating on board the Caravan. This battery will be coming off before the Caravan leaves site. And then we've got our mains power lead coming into the Caravan also, which connects to the power on site. Motor mover will torque the wheel nuts before you leave site, since they've been tightened correctly, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover, so again you can see that is all working as it should. Fridge vents are very simply there to allow the hot air at the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. Behind one of these there'll also be a gas flue for when you're running the fridge on gas. Down the bottom you've got your two grey waste pipes, and you put your 2 bits of grey pipe into the larger diameter circles, and they'll drop down inside your waste master. You've then got your toilet flush tank. The toilet flush tank will take 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. Then in the bottom you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out 90 degrees, so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap here is actually a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. On the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the rear of the Caravan on either side, again you've got your wind down stabilising legs, and as I said, they are just there for stabilising the Caravan rather than lifting the Caravan. Coming down the door side, again you've got your wheels, wheel and motor mover. You've got a 3-pin socket on the side of the van, so you can plug power into your, so you can have power coming out to your awning should you wish to. Telly bracket, again should you wish to connect to the telly, you've got all the bracket and accessories there you should need. And another 3-pin socket and a 12-volt connection also. Underbed storage for the front of the Caravan, and your barbecue gas point at the front also. So going inside the Caravan now, just going to shut the door over. So above the door, when you first come into the Caravan, you've got your main control panel. You've got power on down the bottom here for the Caravan itself. Awning lights, your dimming lights for above the front cabinets, and your main lights for the roof of the Caravan. As you can hear, the radio has come on, so that is working. I'm just going to turn that off while we demonstrate the rest of the Caravan. Hold. There we go. So, on this control panel, when it says dimmer level at the bottom, you can also change the brightness of the lights over the front seating area. 100% is obviously maximum brightness, 5 being the lowest. You've got some other options in here at the moment. You've got your battery level on the screen. Current heater settings, as long as you've got the control panel set up on that side, you don't need to worry about them, but it's got current room temperature. Fridge setting on the coldest setting. Then you've got your system settings and your battery voltage also on the screen. Then it will just take you through your alarm system at the bottom also, if you need information about that. So the first thing you're going to do is fill the water system up on board the Caravan. So you're going to come over to every tap on board the van, open them all up on the hot side. As you can see, I've already filled the water system up. Normally the water system would be empty when you first come to it, but like I said, every tap on board the Caravan open on the hot side. Go underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the van, and underneath that seat you'll find your yellow drain down valve. Now that yellow drain down valve needs to be parallel with the floor before you start filling the water system. If it's upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat, then it will drain all of the water out of the system on board the Caravan. So like I said, you have that panel, that valve parallel with the floor as it is at the moment. Once you've got that valve parallel with the floor and all the taps are open and you've got your aqua roll connector on the outside, you can then press the water pump. The water system will start filling up, and when the water system is completely full, you'll have water running out of every tap on board the Caravan continuously. Once the water is running out of every tap continuously on board the Caravan, you can shut each tap off, and that'll be the water system full, and you'll be able to start warming the water on board the van. Underneath the seat on the right hand side, you'll also find your main control main power blocks, or trip switches should I say, for the Caravan. Little tip for you is, if you hit the yellow button just here and the power trips off, then it means you have power coming into the Caravan. If you hit the test switch and it doesn't drop down, it means there is no power coming from the site you are on. You've got your system shut down on the right hand side, so when you press that switch down and it pops up, the power on board the Caravan will be isolated completely. 12 volt fuses, as you can see here. On the door of this little cupboard, you'll actually find a list of those 12 volt fuses, and again the same for your 240 trip switches. The red light on this side is your reverse polarity for when you're in European countries. Charger light we advise you leave on at all times so the charger is working even when you connect it to the car. And then your heating and hot water system, before you start trying to warm the water on board the Caravan, will need to be turned on. If that isn't turned on, then it'll have no power going to the control unit for the heating and hot water system. So now that is all turned on, we can go to the control panel above the door, the silver control panel, and we can start warming the water on board the Caravan. So on the bottom left hand side, you've got your power switch for the heating and hot water control panel. Top right hand side of the screen indicates to me that we've got mains power coming into the van and that it's turned on underneath the seat. And then here we've got the current room temperature. We'll press the menu button and it will take us into our main options for the heating and hot water. On the top here, you've got your plus and minus for the room temperature. If you want the Caravan hot, you'll turn it all the way up to 30. If not, if you have it on 5, it means the heating is actually turned off. Below that, you have your option for your hot water. So you've got hot water on when this bar is halfway full. And when you press it again and this bar is completely full, it means the hot water is on boost for when you're showering on board the Caravan. Below that, you actually have your option for the amount of power that's coming into the Caravan. So what you set this to will depend on what Caravan site you're on. So you've got 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts as a power source option. We're going to run it on 1 kilowatt here on site. At the bottom left hand side here, we've got the option to run gas. If you hit the gas button with the gas bottle turned on, obviously there's none connected at the moment, it will actually come up with gas fail in a moment at the bottom of here with 2 exclamation marks to let me know it has failed. If the green light stays lit and there's no gas fail on the screen, it means the heating and hot water system has ignited as it should. Bottom right hand side here, you do have some advanced options for the control panel, and we do advise for these that you read the manual that comes with the Caravan, as it probably take me 2 to 3 hours to explain them in a video. So that is your heating and hot water control panels. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much the same as your household appliances. You do need to remember, if you've got no 240 volt coming into the Caravan, then the fridge, the microwave will not work, and that is the same with the electric ring on the hob itself. Igniter for the cooker works off your 12 volt system on board the Caravan. Going over to the fridge next. Fridge is very simple to use. You've got your mains power, or your power on and off, top left hand side. I'm just going to turn it off so you can see it working. There we go. Turn the fridge on, press and hold the power button, and the fridge will come on. At the moment we're connected to mains power. If you're on mains, you can control the temperature of the fridge on the button on the right hand side with the thermometer on it. Obviously, the higher you go with these blue dots, the colder the fridge is going to be. Press the arrows here on the top right hand side to change your power source. Auto, it will connect to the power source that is connected to the van, or gas operation, it'll automatically ignite if it is on that. 12-volt mode is for when you run the fridge on from the car that you're towing with. Now you'll notice at the minute the control panel above the door is also bleeping to let me know there is no 12-volt power source coming into the Caravan from the car you're towing with. It will only work as a cool box. It will not work as a fridge. Fridge on gas, again, it will self-ignite on gas should it need to if you've got that ignited. If it fails to ignite, it'll flash the blue warning light underneath the triangle here. And it'll also flash the blue light underneath the gas symbol. And it'll also make that bleeping noise that it was making a moment ago. To keep the fridge door open when it's in storage, you've got a little tab here on the side. You just pop that out, he says. Just pop that open. That comes round and then you'll shut the door onto that tab so it doesn't go smelly inside. Going to the bathroom now, and the last part of the Caravan we're going to go through. Toilet has an electric flush. On top here, you have a toilet's full indicator light for the toilet waste cassette. That will actually illuminate red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience. However, when you're removing the toilet cassette from underneath the van, you need to make sure the toilet is back in the central position, as it is now. And below the toilet, you have your grey waste handle. You need to open up this grey waste handle and push it to the right-hand side of the screen here to allow the waste into the cassette underneath. However, if you're removing the toilet waste cassette from the Caravan, you'll need to make sure it's back in this central position, as it is at the moment. The radiator in the bathroom also, please do remember that does hold heat for quite a while, so you do need to be careful of that when you're in the bathroom area. Had it on. So that is the Swift Celeste 480 SE. If you have any further questions on the Caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your Caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.